What's I should be actually going. Nah, because Shakes is saying like clockwork. Right on time. The man Ribero delivered once again, Shege. Job done. As expected. 3 points is 3 points, whether you score 4 goals or 1 goal, Shege. Organja.
Umjaka, yes, Kermit. Yeah, great
brother.
game of football. Great game of football. Both teams. I have to give it to Kaizer Chiefs. They came to the party. They wanted to play today. They had a good game plan. But 1 second of misconcentration, and Ribero punishes you like that. What quality from him? Hey, man, the Brazilian boy, no, he's on fire, my man. He's on fire. He's on fire. I think he was the difference today. Otherwise, Kaizer Chiefs came out to play. But yeah, that moment of quality which you need from a quality player, he brings that. Ribero brings that, and he brought it again today.
That's some Shege there, right there. Talking Sundowns by SoccerBeat. Kermit, sensational performance. You know, big player, big moment, big stage, big goal. It seems Sundowns just find other boxes to tick after breaking records.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, like Shakespeare said, it was a great game of football from both teams. Great turnout from the fans as well. And yeah, big game players calls for big occasions like this. And Ribero showed it today, man. What an amazing goal! People had so many different words to describe the goal. It's amazing, man. Like to be able to control the ball and it lifts like that, and you know what's coming next. Full laces right through the ball, and yeah, no chance for Vavuma, man. Amazing goal from Ribero, and yeah, that's all it took for Sundowns. You know, one chance. You know, and that was it. And they managed the game really well. And yeah, Chiefs came out to play. They were brave in moments, and I think in those moments they created chances for themselves. And I think, like we said a bit earlier, they have more structure about themselves. And you know, it's yes, it's a loss, but the positive they can take from is the fact that it wasn't the 4x4 that people were speaking about. You know, it wasn't a 4x4. You know, it was a fair challenge for themselves as well to see how far they are. And I think they can be proud of themselves, man. They played up, they put up a good performance as well. They created good chances, and you know, like we can agree, it's the final pass, you know, in the final third that let them down today.
It's interesting that Kermit says that that Chiefs can measure themselves or how close or how many chances they got in this game. Were they supposed to get as many chances, Mshege?
Yeah, well, like I say, like we always say every show we come here, Mjaga, that Sundowns do always give you those chances, and you have to take them. There's one, the scoreline could have been different. Chiefs could have won the game, and they taken the chances that Sundowns gave them. There was one from Dupree. Dupree could have scored with the header if he just directed
For
that
sure.
header properly, and it was right in the dying end of the game. So
For
those
sure.
those chances you have to take as a striker, against Sundowns, and Sundowns will keep giving you. But then again, going forward, they will also take one or two. Even if you don't give them, they have that quality to come back like Ribero did, and that's what you need, in a big team. Yeah.
Ingingas the Sundowns are bigger than just South Africa. They're continental and global. Kermit. So if they are passing this test now, and we are asking a lot of questions, will these questions
Hmm.
be answered, or will these questions be able to be answered when the time comes in the CAF Champions League and Club World Cup?
I mean, for sure, I think they've shown a lot of different things about themselves as a championship team. You know, I mean, if you look at the games they've played, they've won games coming from behind. They've led games, increased the lead in games, and now they've shown to stretch out games and to play the game and not try and get too excited over the advantage they have and just protect the lead they have. So I think they managed the game really well. You saw they brought on Libusa also for Rangers, if I'm not mistaken, and that's probably a tactical change from the coach, and I think it was for Ribero, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a tactical change from the coach to protect the lead because we have enough threat up front with the players that we have, the Peter and Reiners, and protecting the lead at the back and just making sure we secure the runners and track the runners going forward, because eventually they're gonna just want to go deep, Kaizer Chiefs. So in doing that, it's easy for them to have them play in front of the midfield. So there was no
I love
threat
that.
there. So
I love that you say that, Kermit, because it's exactly what I also noticed, Mshaka. I need you to hold that thought. Going to an ad break. Cardoso Bafetu. The way he's just added structure to this, to the Shushan and piano. You know, whatever is going on is happening within a certain something that they're doing. I'm trying to pick it out. 4-3-3, 3-4-3. It's so dynamic. Yeah, bo. And I want us to speak to that. What is going on? What have you noticed? Where has he tightened the screws to make it work? And also then knowing the squad, how he's substituting. You can see the vision ahead. Golden Arrows is coming. Nedbank Cup is coming. So a left-sided centre back has to get some action. Lebusa, you can tell. So I want, I
100%.
want to, I want to pick out when's Hani, man. What is he cooking? You guys have been there. You know what is he really cooking for
For
the
sure.
calendar ahead? Let's go to an ad break.
Golden liquid pouring, gold splashing, gold swirling, waves of gold foaming, cut to reveal more gold. It's easy to make a beer that looks gold, but to make a beer that wins gold, that's a different story. Carling Black Label, Africa's most awarded beer.
It was always a Talking Sundowns by SoccerBeat. I'm here with Shakes Ngwenya, Kermit, Erasmus, Cardoso Bafetu. Hey, we're looking like looking like an organized machine now. More focused on structure, Mshege. I know during the week you did a show, Betway Beat, about, the excitement that has been lost in SA football, the individual brilliance. But you see it within structure in this team.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. Cardoso, when normally when you come in as a coach, for me, I didn't want to really judge him too quickly. I
Yeah.
didn't want to judge him too quickly and give him too much credit too quickly. But I'm not going to lie. We can see the difference. We can see a lot of things that are different that are happening in terms of the structure. You can see the amount of goals that are going in, the way they are playing. So you have to give him credit. He must have come with something within the team, which the team understands, and they're going with. And yeah, it seems to be working for Sundowns. Everything seems to be coming to plan. And Kermit always says it, the RRS there up front. You look
You
at
know,
that goal. You look at how that goal comes in. Reyners makes the run. Reyners makes the run. Open space for. Oh no, Shalulile makes the run. Open
Shalulile,
space.
correct.
Shalulile makes the run. Open space for Reyners. Reyners plays it to Ribero, and the rest is history, Baba. The movement
For
Hey,
of the
sure,
ball, the movement of the
for
ball
sure.
is so important, so crucial for other players. We all giving
yes.
credit to Ribero. Yes, it was a beautiful goal, but the movement that creates that
And
goal
the
is so
and also
exceptional.
the unselfishness also of
Yeah.
the blind run that Peter makes to drag Miguel out of his
Yes.
position.
Yes. Definitely.
That is critical also to create that space for Rangers to run into. And it was
Yeah.
a really tight call, and you got to give credit to the linesman also for allowing it to go to play on, because it was really on the edge of offside. Like,
Yeah.
if the linesman
But
if VAR
quality, the
was there
way.
and the linesman raised his flag, I think VAR would have overturned it for it to be a
Yeah.
goal today, if you're being
Yeah.
honest.
Ah!
Reynolds really bends. Yeah. The way Reynolds bends his run there, you can see if he didn't
For
bend a
sure.
little bit, he's offside.
For sure. And
I'm sure
Umjaka,
I'm sure the ref looks.
just to answer
The ref just looks
Umjaka,
at the assistant ref. He just trusts one because it's lightning quick. He just looks. If the
for
flag is
sure.
not up, then hey, Baba.
It has to be on
What
side.
can the
I
ref
mean,
do?
I can see nothing. It has to happen so quick. But just to answer your question, Jaga, I mean, on the thing with how the coach manages the team and the players, I think the coach probably did his homework coming to the team, and he also get to work with the players at training to see the strength and the weakness of the players in different positions, and also like managing the players as well. I think the season's
Yeah.
long. There's a lot of competitions to play for. And going into the competitions, especially the Champions League, everybody's got to be ready and fresh when called upon, because everybody's going to play this season. That's a guarantee, especially at Sundowns. So
Yeah.
it's just about being ready to play your part. And I think he's managing that really well, and everybody's doing that really well in playing their part when they're given a chance to play.
I went to from here, Buffet too, because it looks like that the league is in the bag. Quick one about Golden Arrows. Go to an ad break. comeback predictions. And Shaggy, I don't know. In my view, I think that's it. We can pick up the league title and keep and bring it to Clock. Whenever they name the trophy, that name, yeah, that
They must
trophy.
still, before they name
must be
it
put on a
Umjaka,
helicopter
they
now.
must, before they name it Umjaka, they must still create it. It must still be made. It hasn't been made yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, George hopes he's cooked up the perfect multi-bet. But even if his bets start missing, George keeps smiling. You see, even with multiple misses, George knows he can still win big. A revolution, a revelation, a roaring masterpiece of betting brilliance. Imagine that, multiple misses on his bet slip and George is still a big winner with the world's first bet saver from Betway.
Woza. Hi, Clorcop is waiting there, dusting the shelf, preparing for the brand new Betway Premiership title. That is due. I think it's done and dusted, gents. Because Orlando Pirates have to be near perfect from here on, Shaq.
Yeah, Mjaga. Catch us if you can. Catch us if you can. Games in hand. Games in hand. That game is not a good game, you know. Sundowns is moving away with the points, while the other team has the games in hand, you know. So, yeah, I think a good position to be in if you're Sundowns, putting the pressure on Pirates. Let's see if Pirates let's you know, I'm really hoping Jaga Pirates can make it interesting and win, you know, and keep pushing Sundowns, you know. But yeah, it's a good position to be in for Sundowns because now you can keep your squad fresh. You can give other players a chance. You know, you can manage the squad better. I'm not saying they've already won the league, but it helps them to manage the squad better.
Mjaga, my question to you,
managed?
man. Wait, Mjaga, my question to you, but is this: what's going on with Sundowns playing so many games and having so many games
And
in
others,
advance, and Pirates is not playing in the other teams? What's going on, Mjaga? Tell us, Mjaga.
Hey,
What's going on?
we are talking Sundowns. I mean, I can
Tell
only
us,
answer things I'm in
Mjaga.
control of. I'm in control of
I
what
don't
you guys want to
understand
know.
as well. Besides the
And
Royal
the coach
AM game, I don't understand
and the
why
coach
they
and
haven't been
Coach
playing.
Cardoso. Coach Cardoso raised that point in his press
Yeah.
conference, you know, I mean,
But
he has the right to do so.
Is it really an advantage or disadvantage, Kermit?
I mean, you can look at it from both ways, man. I mean, you don't get match rhythm if you don't play regularly. Yes, you might get fatigued during games, but that's part of football. You bound to get tired for playing 90 minutes, and your recovery is important. Sundowns is managing that really well. I mean, every other team can possibly do that. They've had the resources to do that, you know. So
I
yes,
don't,
it can be a challenge, but there shouldn't be an issue to why everybody at this stage of the season haven't had the equal amount of games, barring Royal AM. We understand the situation.
yeah,
We don't
yeah.
include them, but I think at this stage of the season, everybody. I mean, in all the other leagues, it's like that. So I think our league should be the same, man. I mean, we want to have a standard, so we should stick to the standard of being as professional as possible.
SuperSport have played something and a half games. Shag as well. I mean, it's not. It mustn't be made as if this thing is versus Pirates and Sundowns. You know.
No, for sure, 100%.
Yeah. SuperSport also
100%.
affected. Your
What?
Yeah.
thoughts, Shaggy?
Yeah, for me, I think obviously it's just that Sundowns, you know, they're managing to score goals early and are able to manage the squad, but it's been hectic. It's been hectic, you know. Every 3 games, it's a game, you know, and your competitors are not playing. So yeah, the balance is not right. I feel like, yeah, like Kermit is saying, everywhere we want to raise our standard to being the best league in the world. Then we have to be like others as well. We have to all the games, you know, besides the Royal AM thing, you know. But yeah, 3-4 games, it's too much.
I see Valen Lapoge. Guti, we've earned the right, I guess, to let the people know. Because yeah, it's not ideal for sure. I mean, we are talking a neck and neck race. It's not neck and neck when the other guys got games in hand. It's probably a lot of pressure on them too. You know,
For sure.
Yeah, yeah,
I think it will only be interesting if it was a tight thing with the same amount of games, a tight race with the same amount of games. Now we've got to wait for some teams to catch up, and Pirates is the only team closest. Not that we're comparing it to Pirates not playing the same amount of games, but I mean, it would have been nice to see maybe 3 or 6 point gap race with the same amount of games at this stage of the season. Make it interesting for the fans as well, man. I mean,
And the way
that's what
the
football is
the
about.
sad part,
Emotion.
sadly, the way things are going, it might be that with the games in hand, Sundowns can get it done, and those games in hand will be played with the title decided already. You know, that would be even
Yeah.
more shameful. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
and
indeed,
then there's nothing really to
yeah,
play for anymore.
yeah,
It's nice when there's things to play for still, and especially towards the final stages of the season.
for
Everybody
sure.
wants to come to the stadium at that point. That's
Yeah,
what football
yeah,
is about: filling up the stadiums, having a good experience with your family, with your kids, with your whatever it is, with your friends, with your
for
homies,
sure.
and experience a great moment. But if it's already decided, like you said, after a certain amount of games, for the games that's in hand, and then what's there to play for? What are the players that
Exactly.
what are the players playing for them anymore? So
Eish,
it's got to be much more structured and organized for it to be more interesting for us as fans that love and follow the game, and support
for
the
sure.
players and the teams that they love.
Yeah, big opportunity. Yeah, thanks very much, gents. This was Talking Sundowns by SoccerBeat. Shout out to the team. Shout out to Pirates for pushing, keeping it interesting. You know, we hope it gets sorted out. Shout out to Kaizer Chiefs. Hey, they had Sundowns thinking about some things there. So, there are some questions. So there's still something to be fixed. Club World Cup, CAF Champions League coming up, and Nedbank Cup.
One more thing, Umjaka. I must commend the Kaizer Chiefs fans for the way they kept on supporting the team and to show this positivity throughout this time. It's amazing to see. So big up to Kaizer Chiefs fans. Keep up supporting the team, man. It's beautiful to see. And even though it's a difficult period for them, to see the supporters supporting the team and the players and not booing the players is beautiful, man. I really admire that, and I'm humbled and thank you to the Kaizer Chiefs fans. If
Oh, la.
anybody's there to thank them, man, we there to thank them, man, at SoccerBeat for doing that for their players and the team.
Hey, I saw one more thing. Wait.
So,
Yeah, they did well. Kaizer Chiefs supporters, they did well to come and support. But I heard them singing Bobo Vulega immediately when I heard that. I heard Ribero.
Aye, man.
Cheers,
we
Shakes.
cheers.
saw you, we saw Tim Shagger, we saw Tim Shagger.
SoccerBeat,